Hello everyone, my name is Chris Keller and I'm a music producer from Zambia. In today's topic, we're going to talk about how you can easily mix background vocals in Cubase 5. So let me just play you a preview of the chorus on this song.
Babe, our love is so natural. I always go mad over you. The way that you treat me, the way that you love me, I always go mad over you. You are the only one I want. I only wanna care for. Go see your baby, never my one. So I always be a hero.
So let me just go ahead and play the background vocals on the chorus, and then we'll see how well we can mix it.
Natural, mad for you. I always go mad for you.
So the first thing that we're going to try and do is, or that I did, was to put the vocals in one group channel, a stereo group. So if you don't know how to do that, you basically right click on any of this area and then add a track, go to add track and press add group, and make sure that it's under the stereo configuration. So as you can notice, there's no processing happening here. I've just basically sent all the vocals into this. So let me just play that again. The first thing that you should do when mixing background vocals is obviously panning. So in this case, I'm going to pan them, pan one vocal left, 80% left and 80% right. So let's now listen to that. So now that we have that, we've created space in the background, because we needed to do that because the leading vocal obviously sit in the middle. The next we're going to do is bring in a noise gate, and in this case I'm going to use the NS1 by Waves, which is in stereo configuration. So now that we have that, I'm using this because it's one of the easiest. So I'm just going to take this to about 20. Okay, so at least now the vocal is more cleaner and more quieter on those quiet parts. So now that we have that, we obviously need to bring back some gain that we lost by removing some background noise. So by doing that, to do that, you basically come here and go where it says outputs and press output, and this will come through, and then activate this from here. Once you activate it, just come here, right click and press 0. So you notice a big difference. Let me play that. So as you can tell, we have a slight increase in volume or gain. So this is one way of increasing volume on your vocal without using a compressor. So this is a method that you also find in other of my tutorial videos that I've made. So anyway, from here now, we'll try and EQ the vocals, the background vocals. So to do that, I'm first going to roll out some lows. And then I'll choose a high pass filter. And to get rid of that, you just have to reduce this to 5, and then we'll try and roll out some lows.
Natural, mad for you. I wanna care for.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it around 200, where I'm not hearing a lot of loss, because I still want some warmth on the vocal. So I'll leave some lows. You know, I won't cut out a lot of lows in the background, because we still need some of that warmth from the vocal. So now that we've cut it around 200, we'll need to cut out some muddiness, or around 300 to 500 Hz. So let me just activate that and then scan through the background. Okay, so I'll bring this to about, okay, for now, let me do 3. Okay, I think now I can reduce this down.
Natural, mad for you. I always go mad for you. Wanna want, I wanna care for.
So this will help cut out some of that muddiness in the vocal, just to make it more cleaner. So let me just do a bypass.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you.
So if you're using the right pair of headsets, you would notice how the vocal is becoming more cleaner just by doing these few simple steps. So the next thing to do now is to add some presence to the vocal. And in this case, we're going to try and scan it a bit. And before that, we'll choose the high shell filter. And then
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you.
so I think that is okay. As you can see, it sounds more crispy and everything. But now, one problem that we've brought out by doing that is that we've added some sibilance. So to control some sibilance of the vocal, we have to add the DSR. So let's just add that.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, so
Natural,
at least we have some control on those aggressive sibilance on the vocal. So let me just add a compressor now. You can use any compressor, but in this case, I'm going to use the Waves RL compressor.
natural,
So the first thing you want to look for when using a compressor is set this threshold
natural,
levels. So
matter for you.
let me just try and increase the ratio.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you.
So I'm just going to try and reduce the attack. Let me bring it down to that.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, as you notice, if you notice, there was the vocal sound a bit quieter than before. So to bring back those that gain reduction, we'll try and increase the gain by about 6 dBs.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. When I want, I wanna care for.
Okay, so the only thing that I'll add now is a pitch corrector, though the vocal sounds okay, but I'm just going to add a pitch corrector just in case there is a part which needs a bit of pitch correcting, just to make it more accurate. So I'm going to add some auto-tune, and I believe the song was in G minor. So what I usually do is increase the pitch amount, the amplitude amount, the format amount, and reduce all this information here. Increase the humanize. In this project, I had to use the low mel and make it more relaxed. So I increased the humanize just so that it doesn't sound too digital or too robotic and everything. So I'm basically going to do the same. I think I'll increase it maybe by 15, since the vocal already sounds good. And then I'll do the same with the other vocal.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. When I want,
Let me just play that. So in order to bring the vocals up, I'm going to use the arrow vox. So this is on situations that where you need the vocals to be louder. So let me, I think I usually set it around 40. It usually works well on the get. It's not really necessary. And then let me play it. So before the arrow vox, that's how it was sounding after the arrow vox.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, so now that we have that, what I did was to send the backings to another group track after this. So I sent it to the mix. So this is where I add more things that I need. So I started by adding the CLA2A, which is a very good plugin. So let's just see how that sounds after adding
Natural, matter for you.
So as you can see, it's not doing much. So I'll bring back that. I'll increase that.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. Wanna want, I wanna care for.
So let me bypass that and let's find out how it sounded, the difference before and after.
Natural, matter for you.
So now that we have that, I'll play that with the beat again and let's see first what we have and try to.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, so let me just add one more CLA. We're stacking up basically. This is optional though. So let's see.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. Wanna want,
Okay, so I added this just for the textures purpose really. As you can tell, the difference wasn't that much, but like the vocals are still not blended in because we are not yet having the reverb. So to add the reverb, I usually use the CLA Vocals Stereo by Waves again. Here's a Chris Lord plugin, I believe. So let's I usually switch that off. I don't usually use it. And then the spank, I think on this project specifically, I used the spank and it was, and I reduced the lows on here. Let's just listen to that.
natural, matter for you.
Okay, and then I increase it by 2 dBs.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, and then I increase this by 2 dBs as well.
Natural, matter for you.
And then this is basically, you can use anything, but in this case, let me see how it will sound by reducing this by 3 dBs first.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, so I went with the large, and then let's try to listen to that with the beat.
Natural, matter for you.
Okay, so since we had to increase there, I'll try to reduce the gain.
Natural, matter for you.
So let me just bypass this and let's listen to the before and after.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. Wanna want, I wanna care for. Never my one.
Okay, so that's a before and after preview. So the only thing that I can add at this stage is probably the delay. So in this case, I went for the H delay, which I usually love using. As you've noticed, you can hear some analog sound that has been brought in by this plugin. So to remove that, if you don't want it, you can just come to this analog area and put it down to off.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. Wanna want, I wanna care for. Never my one. Be your hero, baby. Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you. Wanna want, I wanna care for. Never my one.
Let's play with the beat again.
Natural, matter for you. I always gonna matter for you.
So basically, this is how I came up with those vocals. If you like the tutorial, if it helps you, please make sure to leave a like and remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you would want me to make another tutorial based on this track and how I mix the leading vocal, please do indicate in the comment section and I'll create the video for you guys. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you very much for subscribing and supporting me, and see you next time.